the experimental cook. My channel's been taken over by my woman, and she gonna show you how to sort of bake.
Okay, hi friends. So I am taking over this channel. That's right, I'm taking over, and today we're making creamy, dreamy scones. I say it wrong every time. The Smitten Kitchen recipe. We're gonna measure out 2 cups of flour using the proper spooning method. That's right, be fancy. Spoon your flour. Then it's just more level. What are you laughing at?
Spoon. Man, just scoop that shit.
No, we're spooning. We're using Clabber Girl baking powder. You only need 1 tablespoon and some sugar. I like my things sweet, but scones aren't really sweet, so you see I didn't level anything. I just threw the 3 tablespoons of sugar in.
And we had brown sugar. It looked like brown sugar, but it was just raw sugar.
Yeah. And then a little bit of salt on top. And then you just mix that together. We've got some ice cold butter cut up into small little pieces there. I'm using a food processor, so I didn't worry too much about the size and shape of things. And now we're mixing. This is the shit you do constantly. Pouring in some chocolate chips there.
You got to cut it.
No, you should have talked
that
there.
shit.
So now we've got our beautiful dough. We mixed in our butter. We mixed in our chocolate chips. Now I'm pouring a little heavy cream. That's
what?
right, heavy cream.
Hell nah. Cream ain't got no Q in it. Cream ain't got a Q you.
That's about a half a cup there, and then you're just mixing it until you get a little bit of a dough ball.
A little bit?
Yes.
Of a dough ball?
Thanks so much, experimental cook, for being a jerk. So yeah, you can see there it's a little bit crumbly. I had quite a bit of excess flour, so ultimately I ended up scraping it all away.
I was wondering where it went.
And then I poured it out, and as you can see, it wasn't quite moist enough to come together.
A little raggy, a little shaggy.
It was. So what I did is just continue to add a little bit more heavy cream. So like there was some at the bottom of my my measuring cup, so I just added the rest of that. And then you can see it still wasn't quite coming together, so I added a little bit more. I honestly probably could have added a little bit more than that. Scones are generally wet.
Well, also, these are not scones. I don't know.
They are scones? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm about to be hurt, so...
How dare you?
All right, so you're adding a little bit more cream.
Yes.
Bring it together. Try to get as much moisture in it, into it, without it actually like being strange. Like
Yeah.
you want it to hold shape.
Yes. Not as much shape as it's holding here. This is a little too doughy, actually. What
I
you
mean,
should
you're
have
giving it a full-blown shiatsu massage.
Well, what you should have is a little stickier, but then I wanted lovely sort of biscuity shaped scones.
Scookies.
So you can see I used a cookie cutter to get there.
And this was my request is always chocolate chips. Anything chocolate, all day chocolate.
But you could use currants, you could use cranberries, you could use blueberries, whatever you want. You just have to think about what that's going to bring to the dish, right? Like if I'd used blueberries, probably would have been a little moister.
Hella, it would have been basically wet. Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have had to add so much heavy cream.
And then probably. So you should have used blueberries.
And then this is my last little ugly biscuit with the remainder. That's just what you do.
So my question is, why did you use foil?
Because I hate our baking sheets, so I put down something to cover it. I would never think of parchment paper. I just thought foil.
But then you see all these little burned pieces right here.
Yes.
Because you use foil. What happens is the heat reflects. It reflects off the foil.
Mm-hmm. I hear what you were saying. So now I'm adding a little more heavy cream and dusting on a little sugar over the top. I honestly think you're supposed to do this before you bake them.
Yes,
but it's not in the dreamy cream scones recipe.
Yo, shout out
to it that way.
This is a Smitten Kitchen recipe, and I just want to apologize on behalf of Mrs. Experimental Cook.
For what? What are you apologizing for? What did I do?
You had loved it me and did not threaten my life. All right, more cream on top. Why did you do the cream a second time?
This isn't a second time. This is the second set.
Oh, you made two. Oh, this is a separate batch.
Yes, there were 2 trays of Scookies, as you're lovingly calling them.
So loving.
Because you love me.
Mm-hmm.
And then just dusting them with sugar. I actually think it worked out because that made them a little bit softer than they probably would have been.
I mean,
but you can see they showed up lovely. They look really cute. They taste delicious.
They're a little burnt crispy at the bottom, but
you're a little burnt crispy.
We're gonna try this again with a different recipe. Thank you for being here, Mrs. Experimental Cook. We out, babe.